Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, honor, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity with all honesty and double honors to the apostles of GMS, which have given us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the title of this article is called Tsunami Warning Issued for Several Caribbean Countries After 7.7 Magnitude Earthquake Hits the region. So this tsunami warning comes prior to, and let me tell you something, a 7.7 earthquake is powerful as hell. Okay, look how far this earthquake stretched out. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake is enough to sink a small island. That's enough to sink that's enough power to sink a small island. And that was a 7.7. So the Lord Yahweh, he's plaguing this place. Matter of fact, let me just get I want to get a scripture real quick. You might as well just go directly to the book of 2nd Esdras. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. What do you think earthquakes do? You think they shake your hand and play patty cakes? No, they cause destruction. And that's what we're seeing. Destruction. That's a plague. An earthquake is a plague. And a matter of fact, actually, no, I can do it here. I don't want too many windows open. Plague meaning. Let's see. We know that a plague is obviously a contagious bacterial disease in which China is going through a plague right now. But a plague is also a cause of continual trouble or distress. That's what this earthquake is doing. When somebody's hit by an earthquake, they're going to be under continual disorder or distress or trouble. Why? Because their homes have probably been broken down. You know, their upstairs is now touching their downstairs. Their bed is all out of whack, probably soaking wet from whatever water was down there on ground zero. And then on top of that, they probably lost a family member too. They probably lost 2 family members. So they're really in distress. And more than likely, they're probably in mourning. So the Most High is getting busy with this place, man. He's getting busy with the world. The Most High said he was going to bring plagues upon the world. It don't have to be talking about diseases or viruses for the Most High to bring plagues upon the world. Okay, the scripture also said the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Famine is a plague too. When somebody is starving, that's continual distress, disorder, or trouble. Okay, the sword. What is the modern day sword? The gun? But a sword is just an instrument of death. Okay, fire can pass for a sword. Water can pass for it. You can kill somebody with water. Keep their head in there for however long, longer than what they can handle, and they're bound to drown to death. Okay. Wasps. A wasp can pass for a sword. I mean, why not? You get stung by a poisonous wasp, and you're as good as dead. Poison can pass for a sword. Okay. So a sword is just an instrument of death. And death is going to reign in this world, man. And it's prophecy. It's going to happen. Okay, let me read this too. There's all kind of good stuff in here. The International Tsunami Information Center issued a tsunami warning for Belize, Honduras, Mexico. Whoa, wait a minute. Mexico is not too far from the this tsunami is not too far from the United States. Remember, Mexico is a part of the United States. Jamaica, okay, you Jamaicans, okay, first off, you so-called Mexicans, you're from the tribe of Issachar of the nation of Israel, okay? The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. And you so-called Mexicans, you come from the tribe of Issachar, okay? You Jamaicans, so-called West Indians, you come from the tribe of Benjamin, okay? Cuba, okay, you so-called Cubans, you come from the tribe of Manasseh of the nation of Israel. And the Cayman Islands, and the Cayman Islands following a massive earthquake in the Caribbean Sea. So let me just get one more scripture before I close this out. This is the book of Matthew. I think you know what I'm going to get. All right, you know what? Let's get the book of Luke. I get the book of Matthew a lot. You know, feels good to switch things up sometimes. I don't know if it's 21 verse 9. Let me just type in 21 verse 9 to see what I get. Okay. So actually it was 21 verse 8 or 7. One of those. Excuse me. Okay, no. I was on a... here you go. You know, Luke 21 verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. So don't be troubled when you hear about people in Palestine, you know, throwing Molotovs and rocks, and then you got these the security of Israelis shooting back at them with rubber bullets, and you know, don't worry about those things. Don't be terrified when you hear about protests or chaos happening in Europe and other parts of the Middle East, okay, in India, in Syria. Don't be troubled when you hear those things, because those things they're going to happen. Okay, that's a commotion, but it's going to happen. But these things must first come to pass. Yeah, these things must happen. Okay? However, the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation. Okay, race wars. There's going to be a race war. All these unjust killings of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, it's going to escalate into a race war. Okay? It says, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, you got the kingdom of the United States rising up against Iran. You got the kingdom of Russia, kingdom of the USSR rising up against the United States. Okay, you got the kingdom of Europe rising up against Russia. But eventually, NATO, you know, they're going to turn on America and become allies with Russia, because they don't see the bullshit of America. Then you got the kingdom of the so-called Israelis rising up against Iran. So there's all kind of kingdoms rising up. You got the kingdom of North Korea rising up against the kingdom of South Korea. You know, you got China, the kingdom of China rising up against the United States. And then it goes on to say, and great earthquakes, 7.7, what the fuck? That's a great earthquake, man. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake? That's a great earthquake. And by the way, if you was reading this from the Holy Scriptures, these will be in red letter, okay? Okay, any word that's in red letter in the Holy Scriptures are the words of Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Okay? There was an earthquake that hit India not too long ago. There was an earthquake that hit parts of Iran not too long ago. Okay, there was an earthquake that hit China not too long ago. An earthquake that hit Japan. You got earthquakes hitting Puerto Rico left and right. So the earthquakes are happening, and when you look up the word diverse, it means manifold. Okay, and these things can lead to famines and pestilences. Okay, it says, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Okay, and earlier when I did a video earlier, I did a video on a great sign. There was a chariot that was leaving a volcano minutes after the volcano erupted, which suggested that the angel was the one that ignited, that caused that volcano to erupt. So earthquakes are happening all over the world, man. And things are not, as seconds, minutes, hours, days, as time passes on, things are only going to get worse from here on out. Okay? 2020, the year of prophecy, Kwam Yasha'Allah, Shalom, is on to the next one. Shalom.